Be Atlanta basketball.
30 years too late.
That's right.
And she's tipping it to me.
Here's Hillman. Hillman body and spinning, can't finish, gets it back, puts it in.
Atlanta, the best offensive rebounding team in the W.
And for Atlanta, and it has been. Here's Boston. Finds Mitchell off a great corkscrew.
Kelsey Mitchell.
Mitchell has been so efficient against Atlanta. Here's Mitchell, circling, dishing, Boston. She got it.
40% from three.
And she's 1-3 away from matching her career total prior.
You saw Indiana sending a second defender to Angel Reese when she got the ball on the block.
Oh, beautiful dish.
So good with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, but you can get it with Billings as well. Here she's cutting in.
Stephanie White was talking to us about before the game, was feeling like they have to beat.
Sometimes she said they come one or two dribbles too late.
Extreme points. Here's Gray. Got hooked from behind by Mitchell. And this year, the on-off numbers for her are jarring.
An even more improved defender this season as well.
Hillman again. Here's Hull shoveling in the corner. Billings hits it.
Changes their spacing. She came into this game 3 of 12 from three.
Howard from way downtown. Now Gray.
In transition, especially when she's going to her left side with the little fade. That's her spot.
Here's Howard, got tripped by Hull, and a foul called on Indiana season. And Krupps Mesko was talking to us about that earlier today. Said she had a click on your efficiency then. Ryan did, and he said her growth was not
up on her. She's willing to pass.
Clark takes the three on the drive, able to lay it in. Clark with 5 points in the early going and gets fouled there by Canada. And one as well on the contact after the gather. Clark, catch, fire, you bet!
Trying to get out to Clark.
Here's Angel Reese bodying in and a soft touch. Here's Gray. Gray surging into the paint. The follow is good. Gave a forearm to Kelsey Mitchell, and that is going to be the second foul on Jordan. One of 3 players averaging a double-double. Clark launches. Here's Hillman. Barging inside.
Opportunities as a result.
Clark has to switch on Reese. Launches it and we know that stroke.
I'm more poised. I'm assessing the defense. I'm realizing my footwork. We're trying to get to different spots on the floor.
Mesko was so complimentary of Angel, said, not only has has been great for the group as well. Canada bodies in. Good D that time from Clark. Turns it over there. Here's Canada. Weaving, dishing, Howard. There they go, off the rebound. Hillman has 13 here at State Farm Arena. Mitchell, the catch, couldn't finish. But now they're going to take a look at the contact from Mitchell afterwards. And so they will take a look at that.
Possible hostile act.
Howard in the face with that right hand.
All right, we have our rules analyst on the W this season. And Mitchell the T. Atlanta, meanwhile, on an 8-0 run. Chance for that to end.
A couple misses in a row.
Billings had gone to the bench. Hines Allen had come scoring. But against Atlanta, 25.5 points per game on 70 transition. Clark with 11 in the quarter. And a kick ball is going to keep. She also hit about a 35-footer right after the wrist count. Dishing. Hines Allen open. Connects for Indiana. First with Billings in the right corner. And now Hines Allen in the left. Draws 2. Finds the cutter. It's Boston center of the lane for the soft.
Do what we saw Angel Reese do earlier, and that's create space just using her.
Boston doing this in front of her college coach, Dawn Staley, just a few seats to her right. Came over at a another South Carolina star just into the game. It's great. Here's Canada dumping it into Okot, the rookie. And a foul called on Allen. Here on ABC, we have another game coming up. Next, it'll be Seattle at 6, and then cap the night On ESPN, our first Women's Sports Sunday. It's new, the WNBA app. Clark on the drive, skates free to lay it in. Gives another chance to Atlanta. They're so good on the offensive glass, and a foul on Cunningham. 14. This is the most points Indiana has scored.
It's the possessions game.
Yes.
Atlanta's opponents shoot a better field goal percentage, 3%.
Attack. Hines Allen gets fouled, and will go to the line to shoot. Hines Allen at the line. These teams meeting for a third time already. So, hey.
Welcoming to all nations.
I literally this morning was listening to Mark Carney speak. This is both, but look at Reese keeping it alive. However, it's going to be a backcourt violation.
Normally you deliver for me.
I'll try and do better, okay? Cunningham collects, dumps it in. Hines Allen, the flip is... Indiana is 12 of 14. Couldn't finish. Clark with 5 seconds has it kicked over here. And Clark, the dish, Cunningham. And that is how the first will end. Good look from Reese. Now Gray. Cunningham finds Boston. Boston left alone. Can't finish, keeps it alive. But an
Looking to pass and then realized. She catches.
Indiana does not challenge. Howard can't. Reese unable to finish. Billings has it taken away by Hillman again.
Can't corral it themselves. They've been really active in just keeping it alive for a team.
See how she does. So far, Ravens responded with some good minutes after. Boston hands it off. Mitchell, the hesitation, and pop. Here's Hillman. Mitchell off the handoff, gets fouled by Howard. One other good thing we saw with Clark was she played the entire first. And add
that longer runway as well.
That's right. Oh, Mitchell, dynamic step back. Clark lobbing it in, and a foul called on Howard. And he's going to have to take out Howard, as he will.
Toughest defensive.
Hines Allen bodying into Reese, gets fouled by Reese. Hunting Clark. Here's Mitchell. Oh my! You bet! And Clark gets called for her first personal on the other end. 11-point. Indiana lead. Pow. No. Reese, yeah. To the face.
But to me, there's not a flail or anything from Reese on that. It's just...
Can give them both credit.
Yeah. We're 2 for 2.
That's right. Had an absolute blast.
So much fun.
Terrific host city for it. As Reese Gray dishes, Hillman, not that. She got into foul trouble last meeting against. Well, Clark has to be foul trouble really thwarted her last game. Reese
just able to poke and pounce.
I feel like they took enough chances just when it came to activity, forcing turnovers as Clark. Ryan Howard will go to the line. That's going to be a foul. Maybe a touch on the body on the drive, but no doubt.
In this game in particular, you prefer them to be a little more whistle sad.
Hines Allen looking for off the rebound. The 21-year-old on the move will lay it in. Entering today, as we have it statistically, in the 26 minutes that Indiana's
spacing on the floor.
Clark drives in, reverses it home, plus the foul. Missed some free throws lately. Playing with 2 fouls. Howard buries, separates. We're going to take Borlase, dribbled it off. Borlase's foot. I think that's what Atlanta is seeing, and they're going to challenge. And we haven't seen a reframe.
Just finding my spots. They've been helping out here a little bit, so I've been able to get open threes and then have the ball with 2 hands. So having the opportunity to go in there and snatch it from them. Just being aggressive. I think sometimes teams don't box out.
Between these two teams, especially after the 3-game series you all had in the playoffs last year, as her career has gone on in Atlanta. Mitchell connects on the layup is good from Reese.
Had a shot up. Patience, pivot, and then she found the big girl with a small on
deficiencies of her game. I think the incredible strength.
Reese is tracking to be the best rebounder on.
Yeah. Finds Boston at it, poked from behind. Our home and native.
How good has Atlanta been when they've been able to force the pace?
And now Boston gets called for the. So next up, can we find out how many masks they travel?
Like, is it one size fits all?
Howard missed it, started to cook here in the second. Boston will fire. Can't hit that.
Of Borlase felt her, and he's got the happy feet as a result. Smart decision by Cunningham to take them.
Clark draws two, finds Cunningham. Her three is games. Clark on the drive, kicks it out. Johnson connects. Canada. Borlase attacks, dishes, pow. Again. Foul on Borlase will put Cunningham at the line.
How about Dawn Staley has players playing?
Coming up on the out, the Knicks run. Her partner, Tyler Murray's fantastic. The way they teammate as you'll ever find. Canada dishes. Hillman lays it in. Atlanta in transition. Howard in the corner. Can't hit the three for her career. As Hines Allen just trucked Reese. Oh, they're going to call it an away from the play foul. It was pre-inbound, yes. That's going to be a backcourt violation. No contact from Johnson.
On the glass all game long. Doesn't matter the lineup.
Great point. Mitchell on the scoop at all, but today that has been both sides the way it's been called.
It's been a happy whistle.
Howard has three. Clark has two. Mitchell has two. As corner, Johnson a three. Can't hit. And Howard's and out of bounds. Off of Boston. Let's check in with Angel Gray. Slide it in. Billings draws two. Mitchell a good look from three. That one won't go. Draws Hillman, backs away, shakes, drives, and lays it in. Sizing that to us before the game, how good Caitlin's been getting to the rim this year. And Juan
Gets by, bounces through, like pinballs it off of.
Stephanie White, Caitlin Clark talking through it.
Ryan Rucco.
Mitchell using the screen. And they're going to call that on Boston, and that will be a real little lean. How will the Fever handle these minutes without Boston? Here's Gray fading, can't hit.
Can push a lot of different players in the league under the rim.
Clark separates, step back, and that'll be on Hull. And that will be number 3.
Arms straight up. She was, I felt like, retreating, holding off her defensive positioning.
This team's another high-scoring game here today. Clark coming back to it. Circling, dishing, Hines Allen hitting.
But put both hands up so her teammate could see her open in the lane.
Clark just a little too far out in front of her from Hines Allen. Reese in transition, ladies, short. Hull battling for the rebound, and it's going to stay right here. Hillman with 17 points is tied a season high. Fading now. Clark gets some space, rips it out, and Mitchell for Billings and Hines Allen have to shoot some of those for Indiana. Reese late. Oh, adorable young Rebecca Lobo. Women's Sports Sundays on. Can't wait to hear that sit down that you had with.
When my kids could hear it, and then
boy.
it was 20 straight minutes of, what's your...
Canada? Reese gets denied by Timpson emphatically. Here's Clark, gets fouled by Canada. Any other streak in WNBA history. Here's Gray. Gray meets Hines Allen and finishes. Back to Hines Allen. Hines Allen contested to reach that plateau. That fouls, but Stephanie White could not afford to keep her on the bench any longer. Reese, she was no longer there. You see Reese fast. 5-point Atlanta lead. They've totally done. It squirms out to Howard. Howard gets a clean look from three. Into Boston. Boston got hit, no call.
Clark making an X with her arms and saying X, X. Calling the play so she could get them into Aaliyah Boston on the left block. And then when you saw her miss, still went up and...
Evan Johnson in for Timpson. So here's a version of Indiana going foul. Into the corner, Gray. No. Blaze can't finish it. Raven Johnson, a terrific job on the glass. Boston has it knocked away. Atlanta creating all kinds of turnovers.
Especially in this quarter, the active hands, they've been physical, they've been...
Indiana's 8 turnovers here in the third quarter. In the rebound, here comes Clark. Clark getting downhill in a blur will lay it in. Such an accurate three-point shooter. Boston putting it on the deck, lays it in. And the contact, they'll say, came before the gather from Boston. And for Indiana, yes, it would. And then the contact from Boston also deemed to be marginal. Clark trying to shake free here. In transition, gives it up. Canada attacks and laying. Looking for Clark, finds her on the cut, and Clark will lay it in. And that is going to be a foul on Boston. It happens often throughout the course of a game. Kind of interesting that Indiana knocked away by Johnson, cutting off the path.
That one surprises me.
We'll get Lauren's thoughts on it at some point. And let's ask Lauren.
There is some extension, right? You see some extension. Play finish. A good decision. Good decision with.
They went very early there. Canada drives in and banks in the first half. And a season high for a first quarter. Gray got bumped.
But this is what it.
Let's check in with Angel Gray for a little more.
Back to what Atlanta was able to do in that third quarter. It goes significantly with Jordan Canada making injuries, and she's been able to really set the tone defensively for this team.
And it's been an effort by the whole team.
And, I mean, not securing the glass off a missed free throw. It's here for Indiana. Boston and Billings have been in foul trouble. Pow, can't hit. There's another look.
Ryan, about a week and a half ago, we were in their shoot-around working on sending 2 bodies.
Howard buried, and she pokes it away from Mitchell. Borlays, Howard. No. On the bench in foul trouble. Clark on the drive, gets hooked. And has turned it over here in this second half as Angel detailed. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Mitchell didn't take the 3, gives it up. Johnson, Canada's 10 assists, no turnovers. Canada, the 2-time champ, flings it up. Keeps it in. Cunningham gets called for the offensive foul. Yeah, she was 24 personal fouls called against Indiana in this one, 18. Indy with just 9 points over the last 9 minutes. Gray gets free. It is Clark in the second half. Clark gets some space, doesn't take. Johnson will, and hit 59 in the first half. Reese with 16 and 8. Gray can't answer. Hey, she'll let it fly. No. Duntas the board, the putback and the foul.
A rare offensive board here for the Indiana Fever. Duntas just right there, reaches.
One thing to keep an eye on as Mitchell gets a breather at 31 minutes. Clark against Duntas, and free throws here. Angel, can I put you on the spot a little bit, big picture?
Maybe.
All right, first I'm going to do it. Phoenix up next. Tonight on CBS, Chicago, Dallas at 8. Tomorrow, yeah. Clark on the drive, bodies in, leans, doesn't get the whistle on Reese, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Reese. I was just going to ask you about these two.
I think the question when you look at the Indiana Fever.
Clark gets blocked by up. with the rejection. Gray lines it up. You bet! Cunningham gets a clean look. Can't knock it.
Yeah, I think you see
Five fouls. Fourth time she's had 5 this year. She has not fouled out.
Talking earlier about, what Indiana might need more. They need more from their post players, not named.
Clark on the drive into the paint, separates and spins. Fades away and drops it in. He gives it up. Gray has 16, muscles in and directing traffic. And they're going to call defensive 3 seconds. Caitlin Clark.
Offensive end.
Just the second free throw attempt today for Clark, who knocks it. Boston. Off to Mitchell, gets fouled by Howard. That'll be... Ty Harris gave Indiana good minutes. 11 of 18 from the floor for Clark. Howard cups it home. As to whether or not they did. Austin powering in, dishing out, home. Can't hit, bangs in. We're going to get around. Clark does, plus the... Hillman with 19 points. Mike started, Indiana's offense was in incredible rhythm, but Atlanta's defense this second half. Canada, why not? 6 with nearly 3 minutes still to play. 50-27. Atlanta has outscored Indiana in the second half thanks to
Deals than any other teams in the WNBA.
Angel.
Preseason.
Johnson off to Duncan. About Atlanta too, projecting ahead as a contender.
And it's okay if the shot doesn't go in because we're going to be all over the offense.
A really strong guard off the bench. As Pau will check in.
It was interesting when we had the interview with Naz Hill.
A special presentation of WNBA basketball tomorrow night on ESPN. We will follow.
I mean, exactly 29 years ago.
A foul here on Gray. Will get out. 22 points for her on 9 of 18 shooting. Canada 12 points. Raven Johnson with a nice take. It's already started on ESPN2. Kone gives it up. And then we could have dribbled it out. Didn't secure it. Cunningham gets hit. 113 points in this game. Cunningham complete. And a dream. A franchise record 113 points. And they